In a previous video, we learned all about how to set and achieve a goal. And in that video, I revealed to you 5 steps all the way from formulating to achieving your goal. There is a little bit more detail that I need to add in order to fully enable you to practice what I am sharing with you. So in this video, I am going to focus a little bit more attention specifically towards how to formulate and write a goal. As a recap, there are 5 steps to setting and achieving a goal. Formulate, write, plan, execute, and achieve. Today we are going to specifically focus on formulate and write and touch a little on planning and executing. Also, as established earlier, we have to set goals in these 8 areas. Today we will look at an example in setting a goal within the area of physical health. As you already know, a good goal has 5 characteristics. A good goal is a SMART goal. It is specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and bound to a time frame. Here are some examples of a goal within the area of physical health. We all know that in order to be physically healthy, we should maintain a healthy body weight. So most of us at one time or another do have goals to lose some weight. Even I do right now. So this is actually a goal of mine. But look at the different wordings that I have used in formulating and writing this goal. Tell me, which one do you think is the goal that is formulated to show the most commitment? I wish to lose 3 kgs. I'd like to lose 3 kgs. I hope to lose 3 kgs. Of course, hope is a little better than wish or I'd like. But the goal that shows the most commitment is I will lose 3 kgs. Yes, will is better than hope, like, or wish. Still, there is something else that we could do to tweak this goal further in order for it to be a smarter goal. Pause the video now and try and tweak it to the best of your ability, and I will soon reveal to you what is the best way, in my opinion, to write the goal. This, in my opinion, is the best way to formulate and write the goal pertaining to achieving your ideal body weight. The time frame on 1st October. Instead of saying in 2 weeks or in 3 weeks, we actually state the time frame clearly and specifically. Okay, so it is specific and it's measurable and it's bound to a time frame. And instead of saying losing a certain number of kgs, we actually state the target weight that we want to achieve. So again, this removes any ambiguity. So this becomes absolutely clear and relevant and realistic and measurable and specific and bound by a time frame. I'd like to draw your attention to the use of the present tense in this goal instead of using the future tense. The goal is formulated to say I weigh instead of I will weigh. The reason for this is the present tense convinces your subconscious mind as though this has already happened, and when you keep looking at this written goal in your book, your subconscious mind believes that it is a present reality, and it becomes easier because resistance to do the necessary in order to attain this goal is significantly reduced. Lucky are those who know how to work hard to achieve their goals. So if someone just sets goals and sits back and waits for the goal to materialize out of the blues, it's not going to happen. as important as setting a goal and writing it down is, it still is not going to bring about the results you desire unless you put work into it. And this brings us to set another type of goal cascading down from the outcome goal that we had set earlier. And these goals are called process goals. Let's, as next, look at the process goal that we will have to set in order to achieve the outcome goal, which we had set earlier as an example. Here are some process goals as examples of goals that support the fruition of your outcome goal. Now, if you look at these process goals, they're also the blueprint for you to execute. So these process goals spell out exactly what you need to do in order to achieve your outcome goal. Let's go through each one of them. Every day I fast intermittently for 16 hours between 2 p.m. till 6 a.m. the next day. I eat 3 healthy meals each day. Look at this second process goal. More details can go into it, and this is why I had in my earlier video mentioned that when it comes to process goals and execution of process goals, it is important to have systems and routines, especially daily and weekly routines. So eat 3 healthy meals each day can come with a detailed schedule of what are the nutritional values of each meal. What exactly is it that you eat and when do you eat it, right? So you will need a detailed meal plan, which is your system, which you then adhere to as a daily and weekly routine. The third process goal is I exercise for 40 minutes 4 days a week or 4 times a week. Now here again, more details can go into it. Typically when we exercise, we would want to do some flexibility training, some cardio activity, some weightlifting, etc. Right? So here again, you could have an exercise plan. So the plan for your execution is actually your complete set of process goal for each and every outcome that you set as a goal. Now that you've set your outcome goal and also planned your process goals, what makes or breaks your success in achieving your goal as planned is your character. So you have to now shift your attention inwards and do all the inner engineering that is needed to build up the character that you need to have in order to stick to your process goal, sustain them over a period of time until your goal is achieved. Here are some examples of character qualities that you need to acquire in order to successfully achieve your goal in terms of attaining an ideal and healthy body weight. The first one being discipline. The second character quality is focus. And the third character quality is perseverance. Remember, along the way, you will face difficulties, you will face challenges, you will fail, you will make mistakes, but you have to keep going. And just to reiterate what I have conveyed to you in this video and the last one pertaining to setting and achieving your goals successfully, it all boils down to building character and bringing about behavioral changes in terms of your plan and your execution of actions, and finally then arriving at the outcome. At the same time, you also have to set your outcome goals and look at your behavior, and in order to be able to execute the right behavior to achieve your outcome, to rebuild your character. So it is working in two directions, yeah, from inside to outside and from outside to inside. When the two directions are coherent to one another, you will find yourself achieving goals. Begin with the small goals, and being successful with the small goals makes you more confident to set and achieve larger goals in life, and you keep going like that. As final word, let me leave you with this as food for thought. The deep-rooted and invisible character qualities are the reason for our haves and have-nots. Look at the metaphorical tree. If the foliage and the fruits of the trees are not quite up to our expectation, it is the soil that we need to nurture, the root that we need to treat. Watering the leaves or the crown of the tree is not going to bring about any changes. Similarly, when you want to change the outcomes in your life, you have to change your character qualities.